Oh, we're recording.
Absolutely.
It has
Information
all right,
age.
so whatever we were saying about the information age, which was that it's overloaded our heads, and now we're like this mushy brain, just, screen, phone, staring culture. And yeah, it's great technology, but it's certainly it's not of a spiritual form necessarily.
Absolutely.
Even though it can have that element to it, it certainly has expanded the consciousness, but it's more to this
People
robotic
are too lazy.
form.
They're
Right.
too stuck on Angry
Yes.
Birds, I mean, let's be quite honest, all right? How many people do you see in a restaurant, even at the movies, walking down the street or in a car with their head down, staring at a screen? I mean, wow.
Right across, like families across from each other at the motherfucking dinner table. And yeah, it's like multiple people all
I mean, people are in the same room texting each other rather than actually looking each other in the eyes and talking, I mean, what has this world come to when those who don't believe in mind control but are stuck on texting on Twitter or Facebook and you think about these things, how can we even not understand or fathom the fact that our mind is being controlled by technology? It's a lot like what Aldous Huxley said, but didn't live to see, that technology is the new revolution.
He saw the pre-remnants, when the computers were starting up and they were seeing television, the beginnings of all this stuff. Television was definitely well ingrained into the culture by then, but obviously nothing close to what.
I mean, think about it. Most people will watch TV, but will not read a book.
Oh, yeah. Open those goddamn books out there. Jesus Christ.
Wipe the dust off your pages, damn it.
I mean, come on. No, people do not. People do not read. And if they do read, which they actually do, in good numbers, sometimes it's the motherfucking Hunger Games and all this popular entertainment shit. Find the Da Vinci Code, the Harry Potters, and all these things have the crazy occult knowledge elements of them too, by the way. But it's in this pop, it's giving them, spoon feeding them shit.
It's still misinformation.
It's misinformation. Absolutely.
You should have a hunger to seek knowledge. Now let's take in consideration people like the Nazis. The Nazis were geniuses. The Germans have the highest technology. Up to this day, their technology is known as the best in the world. But why? Why were they using the ancient Hindu Sanskrit swastika? They reversed it just like black magic, and they were studying dozens and dozens and dozens of Hindu scripture. You know why? They were digging up technology from these scriptures. Technology can be found in ancient scriptures up to this day. When you think about the powers that these gods had, when they talk about how they come from the skies, maybe there were aliens, I mean, look, this is not ancient aliens, peoples, but you know what? Maybe there were ancient aliens, when you think about the mind knowledge. What about the tomb of Pakal Votan, when you got this guy, floating, holding up little knobs looking like an astronaut? How do you explain the ancient Incas having gold figurines of what looks like modern day airplanes
and shit, and not to mention them helicopters and whatnot,
and Egypt and Abydos
jets and shit, and Abydos, yeah, man, yeah, you know these the names well, and
tried it.
And that because you have a background in sort of other languages, other linguistics.
I mean, a little bit, because I was raised in a little bit of Hinduism, I understand a little bit of Sanskrit and some of the mantras, and let's take in consideration the fact that Greek came from Sanskrit. Okay, so like you got the name of Christ, Christos, which is really Krishna. Krishna,
aka Crisco. Oil. I remember. I remember at summer camp up in the woods one time. They said the counselors would slide around on Crisco, like in the fucking in the cafeteria, naked and shit. Maybe they were doing some weird
before they rape boys.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was boys and girls, but yeah, they're all motherfucking campers. All right, but check this out. So you're saying, I thought of this amazing thing when you were talking before. Like, what if we sort of live in this game of the alien angelic race, and they left everything in scriptures, but we have to decode it all.
Absolutely.
Piece by piece. That almost is what it could be.
All religion has two values. It has the exoteric value and the esoteric. Now, a lot of people don't want to take in consideration what esoteric really means, but it means the hidden knowledge that is encrypted within these literal values. You know, think about
in the word,
the words, the allegories, the metaphors. There's so many things that are right in front of your face that we don't see because we don't want to see the astro-theological meanings behind Christianity or what these symbols mean, you know? I mean, okay, yeah, Da Vinci Code is pretty cool. It's, you know, they talk about a mention of a couple symbols, but guess what? It's deeper than that. You know, when you think about the Babylonian origins of Catholicism, yes, I say Catholicism, not Christianity.
Yes, specifically the church.
Christ would be pissed off if he saw what the hell was going on with his shit.